it's not too far behind now. I did change the setting. Yeah, I know you guys can hear me. We're sitting right here. We're ready to go. All right, you shut your phone down. Okay, where's the chat?
Hey, everybody.
Hey guys. Oh, I gotta do this. Welcome to the deep woods in North Florida. We're out in Tammy's outdoor kitchen, and I'm still trying to get this screen configured.
Trying to see if we can make these lives work.
Yeah, we are. It ain't working as great right now. Okay. I'm going to go over. There we go. Okay. And we've got Miranda, Melissa, Betty. We've got, yeah, well, that's all we got so far. But that's okay. That's all we need, right? We're not sitting here talking to ourselves.
Right. Yeah, that's a plus right there.
Okay. Working good in Texas. I've made a couple of adjustments to the streaming. Now, if the camera dies, somebody needs to speak up and let me know so that I can make an adjustment. And if the camera isn't like working right, I got something you guys can look at, you know, while we're making it work.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So anyway, I'm trying to get the live chat up here in this streaming software, and it's not doing good. But Tammy, why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about, you know, what we've been doing this week, and if you missed something, I'll back you up.
Okay. This week has all been about our regular work. We build crab traps, and stone crab season in Florida starts October the 15th or 18th. Anyway, it's middle of October. That means everybody who wants a crab trap wants it yesterday. So, we have been busy building.
Oh, check this out. I can make the
and it is just
chat.
What disconnected?
And now it's reconnected. Okay, well, I'm kind of hoping that this buffering doesn't get too bad. It doesn't seem like it's as bad as it was last week. But no, Tammy did not cover everything, or she was attempting. I have been having a heck of a time with that freaking coon.
Oh, him. He doesn't have to clean up the cook shed behind that coon. Every day I come in here and something else is broken. He's ate a loaf of bread, and it's not like I leave it out. I put it in a tub, in a plastic tub with one of those lids that flop over so that you can't get it off. He just chewed a hole through the lid and got in there anyway. You know, and broken jars all over the floor. Every day, I've just about had it. I have just about had it. And then last night, I came back out here to shut the door. And it was probably about 8 o'clock, right at dark. We'd had dinner, I'd cleaned everything up, and I was going to close the door. I walked in.
The alarm was sounded.
And he was in here, and he shot straight up the corner of the cook shed over there and went out a hole that wasn't this wide. And this is a big thing. This is not a little thing. I don't even know how he got through there. But anyway, through the eave, he just went right on it. And then had the gall, let me tell you, he is great, had the gall to flip his head around and look through the screen at me. You know, Randy put that screen up there and then put a 2x4 on top of the screen because we thought that's how he was getting in on the thick part, you know, where the roof goes up. So Randy, you know, got all that closed in. He just stood there looking at me.
Yeah, we got a 4x4
I'm not
post,
done.
and T111 is, of course, fastened to it in that way. And he climbed straight up that 4x4 with the T111 like that. The roof is 10 roof, got 2x4 trusses, and he climbed up, and I had screened and blocked all the holes except for the truss area about like this.
Yeah, just a few
And that's
inches.
how he's been getting in. So today I had to go get some OSB, $13.61 a sheet. I got 3 of them. Veterans discount, $40. And so I started closing in the 2x4s on the outside to help prevent him from getting in. He's not going to be a happy camper when I get there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to close in the
you know.
entire thing.
Yeah, no, my dad, he has coons over at his place and he loves them. He feeds them.
And he feeds his.
And he's got, not only, he had like 2 or 3, but now he's got like an entire family or herd moving in. But they love their coons. We wish they'd get out of here. They eat our feed and they break into the kitchen and make a mess.
They get into our chicken coop. Now we have got that chicken coop done. They've been in there for 2 months now without any incident. So I think we've taken care of the chicken coop.
Yeah, as long as you shut the door and hook the bungees, you know, they ain't gonna be getting in there.
Yeah, they're not getting in there now.
So anyway, well guys, let's see, what else have we done? This week we did the you know, I had a video come out the week before last. That's right. I did my grandma's beef broil with marinade.
Beef broil.
And anyway, that's some really good sauce if you want to. Tammy did a chili dog video this last week, and I'm telling you what, if you haven't tried it, you guys are missing out.
Yeah, that really is a good really good chili dog recipe. I mean, kids always liked it. You know, it's real easy to put together. It's not a whole lot of memory. There's not a whole lot of ingredients. You just slap it all together, make it, you're done. Then you put a little in the freezer, a little in the fridge, and you're good to go.
Yeah, Melissa says they had a coon who learned how to open the hook on their chicken coop.
Oh,
you know, you know what? See, that's the thing. I mean, they are smart. Now, Tammy swears.
I did not leave that coop open. I did not. I don't care what Randy says. I don't care how many times he tries to convince me that I left that open. I didn't. I didn't.
Well, guys, I can't hear the music. Why the music? Because we just want to give you something a little bit more pleasing to listen to than us, I guess. But if it's too loud, guys, I can kind of turn it down just a little bit. Firefly Homestead. Firefly, what is your name? I'm going to, I guess I can cut, you know what I'll do? I'll just like turn it way down, wide music. I don't know. I just, you know, I play guitar. I love music. I love to hear guitar, and it's a bit loud. Okay, Betty, we're going to do that. Oh, Betty, since you are the moderator and you said you didn't know how to do that, you just click on their name and you can remove them. Angie and Randy. Oh, we got another Randy in the house. Let me see. Let me get over here. I can do this on the fly, guys. You just got to kind of be patient. I should turn it up as much as I love music, but I can't hear it, so.
Yeah, we don't have any music in here at all. We can't tell what you're listening to.
I'll turn it down about another 5 decibels. But thankfully you got a good, we do got a good group. I mean, and that's the thing, Betty. We do have a good group. So if you see anybody down there that's not getting out of line, You can just put
Then
them
they're
right back
probably
in
not
line.
from our group anyway.
Yeah, then they're probably not from our
They're
group.
probably a bot or something.
Yeah, so let's see what we got going on here, guys. We don't mean to ignore anyone. We got Wendy, Nova Scotia. I've been to Nova Scotia one time. I was on board a naval vessel. We had NATO exercises, and we got to go on Liberty in Nova Scotia. I actually really enjoyed that time up there. In Nova Scotia, their accent or their dialect is a lot different than the rest of them. I think they're more heavy English, you know, than, because you got Quebec, which is all French, you know, and then you got Toronto and all them. You know, they don't quite talk like they do in Nova Scotia. Am I correct? Let's see what else we got. The coon? Nah, I tried. He's too big to get in the trap. I got a trap about that high.
And about that wide, and we just can't get him.
It's a bit loud. Angie and Randy, Firefly Homestead. Well, I'm glad to see you guys. Let's see. It's nice, but we like. It's nice. It is. Did the music go down? Did it get down turned far enough so that you could hear mostly what we're saying? Wendy says I am correct. Yeah, I've been up there. I thought it was neat as heck. But I'm going to tell you what. If your name is Randy and you are in the U.S. Navy and you go to England,
yeah, it's not a good thing.
you don't want to tell anybody your name's Randy. I can tell you that. Let's see. Yeah, they made fun of me. Need to do a segment on this coon. So, yeah, Betty. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we can do and we can record, live vlogging and everything, but it is, you know, it's kind of like nobody wants to watch that. It's like I put that OSB up there to, you know, get rid of the coon, but you guys sound really hollow compared to the last live. You got your microphone on, right?
Yeah, my mic's on.
Okay. And let me see.
I can't show you my mic.
Okay. No, she got her mic tucked away over here. But hollow, I don't know what hollow means.
That reverby sound is probably more like what she's talking about, hollow.
Yeah, but I need to make sure it's not like on stereo or something. You know, it's set on mono. So, I mean, we should be okay. I think they sound much better this time. Yes, we do. I think we do.
I don't know.
The last time Tammy had the microphone, she had it like way up here, over here on her shoulder.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like she was just talking to the wind.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I mean, what's on you guys' minds, Randy?
Yeah, if you're watching us, you're watching.
Hey, go watch my $5 hog pin video. That was one of the first videos one of the first ones we ever did. And I tried my hand at video special effects. It turned out okay, but it was more for fun than it was actually video. In fact, all my videos I try to have fun. Yeah, Tammy sounded like she was whispering. You're right. But she's got the microphone, hopefully better situated so that she can talk more directly to it. But, you know, and then I also got that, you know, last week, you know, guys told you about that hog pen, not the hog pen, the rabbit hutch stand.
Right.
I had a lot of fun with that one. I don't know if you guys, you know, had a chance to watch any of our old movies, and if any of you have watched that little 5-minute intro, I put up a lot of thumbnails of all our old videos, and it just brought back so many memories. You know, Tammy didn't watch it, but while I was putting it together, and then I was going back and seeing all the different videos that we had did and all the different times in the kitchen and stuff, I mean, tears just came to my eyes. I'm almost ready to keep it going, and we'd love to keep it going, and we love you guys. I mean, a lot of times
you looking at?
I'm waiting for that. It said reconnection successful, so I can keep talking. They probably didn't even hear any of that. Now it's buffering. Hopefully it won't buffer too much. I changed the latency. In fact, I'll go in here and I'll change it again. Whoops. And I'll see if I can adjust that so that the bit rates can keep up with the transmissions. That's one thing I'm learning about this stuff. You know, we don't have, that was the first time. Okay, so I guess it wasn't too bad, but we don't have, you know, but, and I'm gonna tell you what, I went through and I watched, maybe
we don't have good internet.
We don't have good
internet. That way.
Okay, I'm just gonna run through these comments. I do not want to let anybody feel like they're being ignored, okay? And you know, we love all you guys. You know, we got Betty and Melissa, and I think that's Randy and his wife, Firefly Homestead. I'll have to go back up. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay, and we're like, Betty says that we're like in a big empty gym.
That's reverb. That's what we heard the other day.
Yeah, that.
We thought it was
Yeah,
because
I don't
the fan
have any-
was on. So we're sitting out here without a fan because we thought the fan was
Angie,
on.
there you go.
I said that.
Oh, Angie, I will remember. Okay. Yeah, but you know, we don't have. You know, I watched a lot of different videos on internet connections, and rural internet, and how this work and how that work. Nothing works out here.
We're having just a terrible time.
We're having a terrible
and we
time,
apologize.
you know?
We set up to do this live because we got some new equipment, and Randy really felt like that this was going to work. But if you're still buffering really bad, then apparently it's not working.
No, it's working. Melissa said it was just buffering the one time. That was the first time.
Okay.
Okay. And I know, Melissa, that you have a channel. I know you've kind of gone through a lot of this stuff. So feel free to...
Yeah, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, feel free to tell me what's going on. And Betty, I made you a moderator. All you got to do is somebody says something, they get out of line, click on their name and like delete or block or something. You know, I mean, I did that just for fun, just to give you something to do, okay? Just so you but no, but like, let me get back. We're supposed to get fiber. Yeah, there ain't no way, not out here. There's 3 people a mile back here on this road. They ain't gonna, they're not gonna help us.
Right, there's only like 6 homes,
you know,
total.
And like I said last week, I don't know if y'all caught it, but the phone man was out here. There is a telephone pedestal out here, but it has a little telephone line about that big that he ran a mile to get to the neighbor back here because they're elderly, and she, you know, when her cell phone service is really bad,
it sucks,
and she's worried about her husband, so she wanted a telephone, you know, that would get through in case she ever had to really make a phone call. And he told us there's no way. You know, he said by the time he run a DSL line, 1.5 miles, I think you're about right. I think that's about how far we are.
Yeah.
You know, I've never guesstimated it, but it takes me like 3 minutes at 40 mile an hour, 35 mile an hour down one way, and it takes me another 2-3 minutes this way at 35 mile an hour. So
you really ride 35 miles an hour down that road?
Don't you?
No.
Yeah.
Our road goes like this with hairpin turns. No, I don't drive that at 35. No.
It takes her longer to get out to the main road. 80 acres. I wish I could have 80 acres. But the fact that we live right here adjacent to the refuge, the wildlife refuge and forest, we have access to all the free woods we want.
Yeah, as long as you're walking, you're good. They don't. Yeah, you can't like drive.
No, they don't let you drive in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only got a few acres, and the 2 or 3 people that are back here, they've all got like 7 acres.
Right,
What happened was when we found this property, we were actually looking for as much as we could and as much as an owner finance would finance. And you know, when we found this property, it was only 3 acres. but it works.
Yeah.
It works with what we got around us and what we got behind us over here. We're isolated, and that's all we cared about.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have like, you know, a tractor.
You know, we have really wonderful neighbors. They've been here almost 40 years. They moved out here for almost the same reason. Be left alone, out in the woods. You know, they raised their kids out here, and they're still here.
Yeah. Oh, they've been out there 40 years, and they ain't never, ever left for a hurricane.
Until this last time.
When that Category 4 was coming in last year, that scared them.
Yeah.
And it was coming up.
That actually went into Cedar Key.
Yeah. Or Steenhatchee.
Steenhatchee, with the one that went into Steenhatchee, they kept saying it was coming here and it was going to be a 4 or 5 before it turned. And so we had all prepared to leave, and they had never left, but we'd never had anything that was going to go up to a 4 or 5. And she's like, you know, that's not worth it. We're going to leave. And they were right back the next morning. Right, and said, well, she called. She said, "Are there any trees down so that we can't get to the house?" So Randy went out and drove the road in, you know, from one end to the other, and he said, "No, there's no trees. You can come on in." Well, we didn't go down their driveway, so as soon as they got almost halfway down their driveway, there was a tree, and we had to get in. So they called and they said, "Oh, well, there's one in the driveway, and I can't get, you know, he can't walk that far." They could have left the car, but he couldn't walk that far back to the house. So Randy had to go cut the tree down. Or cut the tree and get it out of the way so that they could go home.
I was reading. I didn't catch all that.
Oh, okay. Well, read some more.
Well, I did. I read it all.
Oh.
I read it all. Yeah, I mean, honestly, as far as like the property goes, I wish I could go live up in the mountains on about 100 acres, and the only way you can get to it is with a helicopter. I mean, that's
but you need lots
that's
of
where
money
I
for
want
that.
to be.
You need
Well,
lots of money for
yeah, I
that.
know. You get a helicopter, get one of them ultra license. Hold on, baby. I'll tell you right up.
Yeah, no, you're not getting me.
No, but let's see. You know, and you know, we've got. You know, I'm still trying to, you know, work towards getting the boat fixed. You know, it's actually going on a year. Betty, you know, I tried to start what I thought was going to be a series of videos to help me get back on the water. You guys don't know that I left civil engineering and 3 businesses to move out here to the deep woods to get away from the rat race. And we started crabbing on the water. Well, my boat's been out. Crabs got so bad, and I was trying to get it all fixed up. And so I started a series of videos,
Yeah, on how to fix.
you know, called, you know, another chapter in our life. You know, get the boat back on the water, get back out there, go do some fishing, go do some crabbing. You know, bring back the seafood that we so much enjoyed into our life. You know, but finances. If you'll actually go watch the video, I mean, it's every time I turn around and I have just enough money, you know, to buy the resin and the fiberglass to get the bottom of the boat done and start working on it.
Something else breaks.
Something else breaks.
And it's always the same amount of money.
Yeah, it is.
It's always the same amount of money. It's like, well, it's a good thing we had it.
Yeah, see that, and I really don't understand that, because every time something breaks, it breaks in threes, right?
Right.
Well, everything is like $20, $20, $20. Then you get a bunch of stuff that breaks and it's like $100, $100, $100.
$200.
Then it's $200, $200, $200. Now we're up to the $400s. So still trying to figure out how to get all these little fires put out so I can get the resin and fiberglass from my boat and get back on that.
Well, the next couple of weeks, because we've been so busy building the crab traps, we should be able in the next couple of weeks to do that, and he can start doing that, because this time of year is when they all want them yesterday, because they need them in the water now.
Well, my goal right now is because during the springtime, hi Annette, I seen you log in. I'm not ignoring you. I know that's one of my most favorites. You know, she's been with us like forever. I mean, back before, you know, Tammy even really wanted to start cooking. You know, or right at about that time on the channel. So hi Annette. and we missed you. I don't know why you weren't there. You were given plenty of notice, but
Don't do that.
I'm sorry. You know, it's just the way I am. It's just kind of like my demeanor or my attitude or my whatever. Tammy calls me goofy. Okay, so the fact that we live out here in the deep woods and I don't have to be stressed out over life and business, I'm allowed to be goofy. And I allow myself to be goofy. So there you go. Yeah, but I'm trying to get the boat done because I really want to get you guys on the water and I want to show you, you know, the coastline and the beautiful and the marshes and the gators and the birds and
Yeah, this part of Florida is absolutely gorgeous.
You know?
It really, truly is. It is the forgotten coast. You don't have tons of tourists. You know, there's not any white sandy beaches. It's marshland and levees and national forests, and it's just beautiful. It
Yeah.
really is.
yeah, Firefly, Angie and Randy. I mean, I know what, you know, I mean, to leave that kind of life and then to head out and isolate yourself, you know, see, retired from technology. Yeah. Where I'm just going to tell you, I don't go anywhere. I stay out here. I'm lucky if I get out and see a paved road about once every 3 weeks.
That's about right. He left today to go get that wood because he knew if
Yeah.
I went, I'd buy the wrong thing.
Yeah,
mean,
I had
it's
to
just-
go. We finished up some traps. Usually about every 2-3 weeks we go get a check. And so I went to get a check and I was passing the, you know, the lumber store and I went like that and I go, man, I did not want to spend money on that lumber. So I went in there and found out they had the OSB for $13. I said, I'll take it, you know. That's just another gallon of fiberglass resin. So, but yeah, I do. Tammy goes out about once every week, week and a half, you know, I mean, to pick up any essentials, you know, like half and half, or,
Yeah.
you know, maybe we need some butter or,
Well, no, I try to buy that all at one time, but you know, you run out of half and half and fresh vegetables.
yeah,
You know,
every once in a while. And we
so
try
I
to
know.
organize our trips so that, you know, you can go boom, boom, boom,
Right.
boom.
Yeah, it's all one day though. You know, I go to the feed store, you know, for the animal feed. I go to the grocery store. I'll go if I need to go to the bank, if I need to go wherever I need to go. It's all in one day. It's all in a circle, and then I'm back home,
Yeah.
and then I don't go anywhere for another week or so.
I mean, when Tammy takes off for a day, it's $20-$25 in gas
Yeah,
just to go
yeah,
up
just
and
to
then
go
come back.
because yeah.
So,
Oh,
in case you
here-
guys are wondering what I'm doing down here, I'm scratching some ticks.
Yeah,
Tick marks.
he's got tick bites on
I
his
got
leg.
one that got up my leg yesterday. We was outside. We got about 60 traps done in one day. That's something else. And it got up there, and I got nailed about 2-3 times. So in
Ticks
case
are
you're
bad
wondering,
here. Yeah,
it's
ticks are
bad. The ticks are bad. Let's see. Yeah, introverts. Tammy is really a shy type person. I mean, she's not one. Oh, now there are times when she'll step up to the plate and she'll, you know, like when we first moved out here and we didn't know our neighbors, we came out here and we saw the house through. No, it wasn't. She went down the easement. There's an easement that runs down through here, and she walked back there and she found a house.
Yeah, I said,
And
there's
there
a
was
house back
So
there.
she comes back here to me and she says, Randy, there's a house back there. Come on, let's go check it out and knock on the door.
Yeah.
Now we get back there. Hey, listen, in these woods right here, you got to be real careful where you're going because you don't know when somebody's got a 12-gauge shotgun,
By
you
the
know,
door.
sitting at the
Yeah,
front door. Okay, because you know we all live out here, and 12 gauges are pretty much.
Yeah, everybody's got one.
Everybody's got one, and when the bear, like, you know, comes and rampages through the barrels out or the trash cans out here, our neighbor,
Shoots in the air. He doesn't want to hurt.
he doesn't shoot the
Yeah, he
bear,
doesn't want to
but
hurt the bear. He just wants the bear to go and leave the trash alone. So he'll like.
he
go out
just
and yell,
chases
"Here's
it off,
the
and then he
cheek,
comes.
boom," you know.
Then he comes over here and says, that bear didn't come over and bother you, did you? Because I shot my
Dude,
12
I shot
gauge and
my-
I scared him off and he ran your way.
Yeah.
So, but we you know,
We
usually
walked back there, and I said hi. You know, we're Mindy and Tammy, and
yeah.
you know, we bought the property in front of you, and would you be kind enough to show us
Ha,
where
I like
our
that.
property lines are? And he took us out, showed us our property markers, and we've been great friends ever since.
Melissa said they have a 12 gauge doorbell.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah.
But you know, you live out like this, you have to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, Tammy, when she was Melissa, I mean, you was talking about your outhouses. Tammy grew up in Thomasville with an outhouse.
Yeah.
And
There's nothing wrong with an outhouse. I don't know where they get that's environmentally off, because it's not.
yeah, I'm
There's
sure you guys have
absolutely
seen
nothing wrong
ours
with an outhouse.
out back.
Yeah, you'll see it every once in a while if he's tanning or whatever. You'll see the outhouse, and I still use it. It's okay with me.
She has a clothesline on her covered porch. Why do you got a clothesline on the porch? Anyway, you know, I don't know what the delay is on here. I set this to 0. So, you know, we're just really trying to kind
Work
of,
kinks
whitetail. Oh gosh, I love going deer hunting. I love deer hunting. I'd like to get, my dad used to take me up to West Virginia up there in the mountains, and I would love to get back up in there because those deer are huge.
Yeah, we have little deer here.
Yeah,
They
we got,
really are.
and that's why we ain't got no Bigfoot. There's so many weeds. The deer got to be small enough to get through them.
Yeah, we have like lots of underbrush. It's not like
Whitetail.
forest up north where it's like trees and trees
Yeah,
and trees.
down
and
here-
you can walk between them. Here it's like really brushy.
Yeah, I was just hunting season. Where you guys at again? Did you say it was up there in Kentucky? What's your limit on deer? Down here, you can shoot as many deer as you want. You know,
You can find male deer. That'd be
bucks.
bucks.
Yeah, bucks.
That'd
If
be
you have
bucks.
private property, you get doe tags. You can.
Yeah, you have to have doe tags.
Yeah, but you can't shoot doe during bow season. That's the only time. I remember I used to go hunting on a piece of property that had coyotes. That scared the living tar out of me. Let's see here. Oh, Southwest Missouri. Okay, I gotcha. We live like 8. We have like 8 permits. Oh, really? That's cool. 8 permits per. You're allowed 8 deer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that, Betty. She's got her clothesline on a pulley so she can stand on the porch and pull it like this instead of. Hey, have you ever seen that? I've seen that before.
Yeah, I've seen. Well, in big cities or whatever, they used to have them because they didn't have room for. So they would have them out the windows like that.
Right.
I can see that.
Okay.
No, we call it my solar dryer.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know
A
if you
solar
guys saw
wind
that, you know, the prelude to us going live, but in one of the thumbnails that I put up there, it says, "Do you know what this is?" And it's actually Tammy. One of Tammy's first self-inspired videos was her solar dryer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Betty says she needs to watch the solar dryer, but I actually told her about that back then. I mean, I think Betty, you've seen it, but you might not remember.
It's just a T clothesline. Just a.
You guys
wood
have. I'm
tee
sure you
and
guys
some-
have seen it in the videos. But yeah, Tammy became inspired, and so I went out there and I shot the camera and took. You know, watched her hang clothes and take them off and put them in the basket. And if you guys want to do that, you're more than welcome.
You go watch me hang out clothes tonight.
Go hang out clothes. You know, but hello from Florida. We got Hike with Mike. Mike, where you guys at?
I can't see that.
You can't read
Hell,
it.
I need glasses.
Yeah, Melissa's in Okeechobee, and everybody is asking Mike where in Florida he is. We got, I'm gonna tell you what. You think we live in the deep woods in North Florida? We really don't. And I'm saying that because we got a lot of people who live
Even further out than we do.
even further out than we do. But no, they're all in North Florida. So every time you get a message or somebody talks to you, you say, you guys are getting too close, So, but no, we do. We live so far out that we can't even get our kids to come visit on a regular basis. And they don't want to bring the grandkids because they got to bring them out.
And then come back pick them up.
And then they got to come back and get them. And then they say, well, why don't you come get them? I said, I can't afford the gasoline. So a lot of times we can put them on a guilt trip and make them bring them out.
Make them bring them.
So anyway, how's the buffering and how's the music, guys? I did turn the music down. I hope it's not bothering you too much. I watch a lot of creator videos now, and they say that having music in the background soothes the soul. So
yeah, we need to be soothing.
Yeah. So anyway,
this time of day, y'all know it's less than 50 days.
Oh yeah.
It's less than 50 days, y'all. If you don't have a little bit stocked up and put away, you better.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, one of the videos that I put a thumbnail up, that prelude that came through, we really, was kind of gearing up what we were going to do as far as like a channel and what, we can do to help people. But what we realized as we started progressing is that you guys are as old as us and not older.
Yeah.
And so we don't have a lot of young folks, which is what I thought we'd be gearing up for. So what we're trying to do is we're just trying to provide a little bit of camaraderie and a little, if you guys need any help or anything like that, we're here. Like I've said in a lot of other videos, we're just kind of like a sounding board. Betty, she's got a lot of things that she goes through up there in North Dakota. She's in a small town. There's only like 118 people up there, and they go through those colds, those North Dakota winters. And
my hat off to you, Betty.
Yeah.
No way you're getting me in that cold.
Now, yeah, Betty actually wanted us to come up here and live with her. Okay.
No way, no how.
But I took Tammy back in our
previous
previous life. I used to go to Colorado and go snow skiing a lot. And so I had the bright idea. I'd go like by myself or something like that. But I didn't feel right. I'd be gone for like 10 days. I get home, and Tammy's totally redecorated the house, expecting my arrival. And it was actually quite pleasant to be, wanted and loved so much. But I wrapped her up and I dragged her up to Colorado to go snow skiing. I couldn't get her on a set of skis.
No.
And the jackets were so thick and then she'd stay inside.
So
I'd head up the I'd head up the gondolas or the ski lift, and she'd go sit inside.
I'd sit inside right by that heater, right by the fireplace.
No,
right
like
by that fireplace.
10 foot monster fireplace.
And I would sit right there, read a book, and wait on him to come back. We also, our daughter went, and some really, really good friends of ours went, and all of them. No, I take that back. Her husband and I sat by the fire while Randy, and my daughter went skiing.
Yeah, Betty's saying she can't wait for -60.
Oh,
are you crazy?
Oh, no. It was only it was like, according to Colorado, a beautiful week when we were there. It only went down to like -10, and during the day it was like 45. That was like perfect. No, it wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
I'd wake up, my mouth was so big and so my tongue was so swollen that I couldn't hardly breathe. I'm like, no. Never again.
Yeah.
You can go all you want.
Yeah, we're all very close to the same age, and you know the YouTube algorithm makes sure that we're all compatible.
Yeah.
You know, Angie and Randy, they're 61, 62. Tammy you guys are older than us.
I just turned 60.
I just
The
turned
beginning of this
61. So we're like right there.
Yep, right there.
And
Which is
58.
really odd. I thought that we'd be like surrogate grandparents or something, that younger people with children would want to watch and learn how to cook and keep a kitchen. That's what I really thought, but apparently they're either not interested or they just prefer younger.
Gen X is getting old. Tammy and I are actually baby boomers.
We're the last.
We are the last year for baby boomers.
Yeah.
So,
64, I think is the last year.
Miranda, you are a baby boomer. And so are you, Angie, and so are you, Randy. Y'all are baby boomers.
Yeah.
You might only been born and qualified to be a baby boomer.
Right.
But that's what we are. If you'll go Google it, that'll tell you. The last year is 1964. And then after that, it gets what?
Whatever the next one
I would rather be cold than too hot, says Annette. You can always cool down, but you can't always get warm.
No, I can warm up, but I tell you, well, I think it comes with age. I think it comes with age. I could stay outside all day. I don't care if it was 110 degrees. I could stay outside and heat never bothered me at all, ever. I didn't even hardly sweat. I didn't start sweating until I was in my 50s. I mean, I really just didn't.
Yeah.
And then now, oh my gosh, it starts hitting.
Uh-oh, we got a baby in the house.
And
we got a youngin'.
oh, we do?
Yep, 47 years old.
All right.
Gretel G. She is in Inverness. My grandfather actually raised cattle in Crystal River, which is not too far from Inverness. He had 100 acres and raised them, and I got to go stay with him quite often at that young age. I sure wish he's still around. I loved being with my grandfather. He was. Let's see here. And then Melissa is telling me Okeechobee. Where isn't that in South Florida? How can it be 58, 62 degrees? It's hot here.
Isn't Okeechobee like?
Okeechobee is.
Isn't that just on the other side of the Georgia line? On the other side, like on the other side of
I thought
Jacksonville?
Okeechobee was South Florida.
I don't think so.
The marshlands down there.
I don't know.
That's
Where
Florida. But anyway, and looks like Angie and Randy are our kind of people, because they are fully aware of SHTF.
Yes.
Yeah. When we moved out here, that's exactly what we prepared for. I mean,
I had already been preparing.
Yeah. Well,
but it was our own personal SHTF.
Yeah. Well, we did. We had
caused us to come out here.
Yeah, we had an economic collapse.
We had our own collapse.
Yeah, that's back when
we're not going there.
We're not going there.
We're not going there.
I'm just saying, back in 2008, what administration was elected, and banks shut down, and everybody else was losing homes and going through what we went through.
We're not going to talk about it.
We came through SHTF. I ain't going to get a strike for that, because that actually happened to us, okay? So Tammy's just afraid that we'll get into a lot of stuff and then make a lot of people upset.
Yeah, well.
She said we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, she usually kicks me like that, when I get out of line. So, but she didn't kick me. She just said, shut up. So I guess I will. I'll let you guys bring it up, and then I will continue the conversation. Let's see. Okeechobee is the 8th largest lake in the country.
Right.
But that's South Florida. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. That's in the marshlands down there where that's where people disappear. And that's actually my mom and dad, when they would take their boat, I call it a boat, it was a 40-foot steel hull cruise line kind of boat. They take their boat. They went through the locks in Florida, and they actually had to traverse through Okeechobee when they wanted to get to the East Coast. Yeah. See, they went through the same stuff we did. They had issues in 2008. See, my issue in 2008, or when the bank started shutting down, is, I work with contractors, general contractors, and they all went belly up. And I was just fortunate that one called me up about 6 months after he disappeared and paid me. So, let's see what else. No politics or religion. You're right, Melissa. That's why we don't do it. I try not to, because I have a lot I can say on the subject and a lot I can show you or tell you about. But, we decided if you go back and watch a lot of the early videos, you might get a hint of some of that. But we kind of put a lot of those back in the members only section. And so the only way you can get to them is if you, join the channel and go back and watch those. So you can watch the locks open, Swamps of North Florida. Ooh, we got another North Floridian. It's getting crowded up here, honey. So, Henry, where are you from? Lots of Florida peeps here. Of course, title of the live and a lot of the videos have welcome to the deep woods of North Florida, so it hooks up with everybody that lives in Florida, which is cool. Let's see, we had wanted to do the ICW. What is ICW?
I don't know.
Frost Proof Florida. Is there actually a place called Frost Proof Florida?
Well, yeah, anything south of Ocala probably doesn't freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, up here in our neck of the woods, we'll get a frost.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad once a year, but sometimes,
we'll get like 4. We'll get single night frost 2 or 3 times, and then we'll get like a 3-night freeze around mid-February or something, and then you'll have one more in March, usually around 1, maybe 2 in March. And it's extremely rare. Like in my adult memory, I don't think we've had a freeze here in April but once.
Yeah, we only had one.
Other than that,
one frost last winter.
And last winter we only had one really good 3-day frost.
Yeah, but like 2-3 years ago, we got hammered.
Yeah, we got hammered 3 years.
We got hammered
about 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was like cold, and we couldn't even keep the camper heated up. It was like, Tammy just piled like 3-4 blankets up on there, and we just run the heater, and we just tried to
but it don't last long.
Live this. No, that's if we had to deal with a lot of cold, we would improve our heating situation. But right now I just got one of them portable air conditioners in there that blow heat, and if it gets too cold, I'll go light up the burners on the stove while I'm at work, and turn the music off. I don't know if you want me to turn that music off now, because if I do that, because I like jam out, I like guitar. Usually we like people that like that too. I love to play guitar, and I love the music. I turned it down another 5 decibels. See if that helps you out. Okay, and and then a lot of the videos I do with let me see, make sure I'm not walking past Frost Proof Florida. Melissa said there's actually, Melissa can't even hear the music, and then Angie and Randy say it's soft, and Gretel said no, I guess music, and oh gosh, her Randy plays guitar too. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I got a 1981 Yamaha FG 35. Okay, I bought it back when I was in my early 20s, and I just did a search on it, and my $150 guitar that I bought used is now worth $1,300.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a 1969 60th anniversary Telecaster too. I love the twang in that sucker, and I got a PV 250 watt dual 10-inch speaker amp. I got blues drivers. I mean, you name it. I got a whole line of them like that. Chorus. Yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry I'm talking about guitars, but yeah, we do need to get together. I mean, I'd love to. That I can play that with no problem. 12 bar. Let's see what else we got going here. Buffering, not sure whose end it is. Melissa says she's buffering. Oh, you're not playing it on the phone, so we can tell.
Yes, I am.
Well, then why isn't it?
Oh,
you gotta
because you told me.
Yeah, you gotta get all the way to the end.
No,
Turn the volume off. Turn the volume off. Okay, guys, we're trying to. We don't know how to do our own monitoring. Okay.
Yeah.
Melissa says we're good now. Let's see, I can book a flight back to Florida. Don't think. Okay. All right, but yeah, I do. I mean, that's kind of it. And I really don't want to, leave any of you folks behind. But yeah, guitar is a love of mine, Angie. And I'm going to tell you what, that is what made this woman fall in love with me. When my parents had, a restaurant back in, I think it was around like 1985 when we opened it up, and then Tammy started working there, and I would be playing the guitar and singing upstairs. I mean, and she would come up there and sit there and just go.
It wasn't quite like that, but yeah.
Well, when they tilt their head back like this, and they just, stargaze up to the lights on in the corner in there.
Okay, milk it, honey.
I did. That's well, I saw what was going on. So anyway, yeah, that's what we do. Oh, I wrote a song. As soon as I can get the music put to it, I'm going to play it for you.
Essie?
Yeah, I wrote a song. About Essie, and it's actually really funny, and it's really kind of cute. I don't want to.
It's about our cat.
Yeah, it's about Essie, our cat. She's a camper cat and turned into a Democrat. Yeah. That's sorry, I didn't mean politics. I'll take that word out of the song if I need to. Okay.
No, it's a song. It's just funny.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you what, girls, Melissa, you're right. I mean, you put a guitar in a guy's hand and he'll melt a woman's heart in a heartbeat. He'll tear it out there. So you guys out there, if you're out there and you're having a hard time, learn how to play guitar. That's what. Just go out and sit by the fire, by an open pit fire. Just play the guitar and let it echo through the woods, and they'll start showing up. 1973 Bradley Arts top hollow body, F-hole, 6-string. Gosh, I'd love to play something like that. Let's see, they're back. Oh, thanks, Angie. But anyway, if you guys are kind of interested in any other subject matter, just let us know. Just ask us a question. We're just really, what do we got coming up over the next week? We're building more crab traps. I don't want to do that. I'm going to, let's see, we just got a little bit of check, so I'm actually going to buy some fiberglass resin or some gel coat. I'm going to buy something. I don't have enough money to go buy it all, but I'm going to buy something that'll get it done. Here. So it's here, and then the next time I get a little bit, maybe I get a little bit more. But the biggest hurdle is the money for the fiberglass resin, because once I start putting the fiberglass on there, I got to have the resin. Got to have the resin in order to do that. Crab traps. Interested in crab traps? But Angie, do you guys live near the coast up there? you're up in, didn't she say? Do we have chickens? Oh yeah, we raise chickens. We went through
We went through a really bad spell.
We went through a really bad spell because we were hatching a lot of chickens, and we had about 60 or 70, and we attracted a lot of possums and coons and fox. Okay, I would see fox, this high, running out and about and up and down the road. And I don't know if I think, and I'm not quite sure, but I think I saw a small cat of some sort. Not small. I mean, I'm talking, something about like this tall, taller than a house kitten. But I seen the body darting across the yard and heading over, to the area where the chickens are. But we lost about 60 chickens last year. And so we tried to start over. And my grandson was visiting with us one time, and he used he thought he could stand on the incubator and it would hold him, and it didn't. So we lost the incubator. So we've been trying to scrounge up, enough money to replace our incubator. So it's kind of like, and the only thing I think right now that is keeping us in the eggs is my daughter. I mean, she raises chickens.
Yeah.
And she lets them all roam free, and she can. She's got 6 foot, 8 foot fence outside.
And she had trouble too.
She had trouble too, but she got a dog.
Yeah, she got a livestock guardian dog, and it changed everything for her. She hasn't lost a single animal since she got that dog. Not one.
New Jersey prepper and.
So anyway, we have 10 chickens.
Where's New Jersey?
That my daughter gave us that were already laying. They were young, but they were already laying.
NJ, New Jersey prepper in the house. What? Yeah, well, you got to understand how people from New Jersey talk, right? He's in the house.
Okay.
I think that's what he was saying. But he's moving to Northeast Florida in a month. You're probably headed over towards Jacksonville. Let's see. Hello from Canada. We have Lynn, you showed up. Good to see you. She's from Canada. We got a lot of great. Who's that?
Your dad.
Oh, hang it up. Or if I let you talk to my dad, he's gonna go, "What are you doing?" He's probably watching the live stream, right? He's probably going, "Boy, you run your mouth." So like I tell my dad, I said, well, listen, if you don't run your mouth and you don't say anything, what are you going to do? Just sit here and hold on.
What?
Well, we got disconnected, and now we've been successfully reconnected.
Oh.
Okay, so glad to be a Florida resident in a month. If you're wanting to get out of New Jersey, I would think so. I was actually stationed in Earl, New Jersey. I lived in Long Branch, New Jersey. I had an apartment back in, even when I was young, rent was $450 a month, and you couldn't find a place to live. And then I got housing over at Fort Monmouth, and stayed there for a little while. Let's see. Glad to be a Free State resident. Yes. Yes. And let's see. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, Melissa she had to go answer her phone. She said she'd be right back. But we got chickens, and we raise going back to the New Jersey prepper. We did all the correct things that you do when you're retreating to the woods. That's the best way to put it. We have all the necessary equipment and necessary state of mind and all the necessary backup material that we need. Can I say that?
I guess.
I guess I did. So it's a live stream. You can't stop me, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's see. Are you doing a winter garden this year? We want to so bad, you know.
Again, the stuff doesn't work.
Well, what happened was, you know, we keep up with the garden as much as we can. And right now we are having an issue with my tractor because we let the weeds outpace our ability to get rid of them. All right, because I'm gonna the heat came, we were having 110 indexes. The water, it didn't matter. Our garden didn't take the heat very well, and we certainly couldn't take
the heat.
take the heat. So you know, we just let it go. I mean, when you walk outside, the air was hotter than the inside of your body. So how are you going to go out there and perform manual labor like that in that heat? And not only that, the UV index is up there. Those coronal mass ejections are throwing a lot of UV rays down here. I mean, our ham radios are, you know, getting affected, you know, quite a bit. I mean, we'll go days after we have a major CME, and you know, the radio frequencies will be flat. You know, I was trying to get on 20 and 40 meters, and I couldn't get nothing. And then I called my neighbor. He's a ham radio operator too, and he said, well, he says it's starting to get better. So, you know, ham radios are affected by that. We are using cattle tubs. Yeah, we want to do that. Tammy saw a video where this guy was using
swimming pools,
little baby swimming pools,
but not planting in the swimming pool. He put the swimming pool, and then he put the really big grow bags, I don't know, like 50 gallon or something. They sit directly down in the pool, and then you poke the holes at the bottom of the pool just to where you keep enough water to keep it watered all the time. And then it's tall enough that you're not bending all the way down to the ground to get stuff. And I thought, oh boy, that looked really good. And I thought what I would do this year when the pools started to go on sale this winter, you know, or this fall when they start trying to get rid of them, I would buy a few and see if I could plant like herbs in them and start. I mean, I have herbs, you know, here around the yard. They're the easiest to grow. And if I could get like mint and stuff that I will not put in the ground because it'll go everywhere, if I can keep it contained, I can see if it works well enough to add on. You get the idea. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
CQ. Can I say my call? KK4QKW. I go by KK, quickly kill a whiskey. Well, QKW, that's a phonetic alphabet for it. Let's see here. CQ from a fellow ham. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Now, guys, you know, I mean, we're not doing we're only doing what we can. We're doing the best that we can, you know, to, you know, of course, you know, everybody wants a video and they want it to go viral and they want to have this beautiful garden, you know, and we are. Why are you shaking your head now? Why are you
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're going like that. You're like that little doll sitting on top of the dash.
Yeah, I'm a bobber. It's okay.
She's a bobber. But, you know, if we can get a garden in, if we can get to it quick enough, I'll do it. I'm probably going to go tomorrow. You know, you guys know, most of y'all that have been around a little bit while my tractor is a piece of crap, you know, the John Deere. And I have done everything, and I cannot get it to run. I don't know what happened the last time Tammy run it into the ground and it quit. She was the last one driving it, right? So my dad actually has a lawn tractor that I can go get. And if I can get that, he says it doesn't fire. If I can get a switch for it and I can get over here over the next few days, I can get that mowed down, then I'll mow it down, and then I'll run the tiller. I do have the tiller going, by the way. But the weeds are like,
yeah.
and when I wake up and I look out the window, you know, the little slide out's got the little window sitting right there. The weeds are up there right about where that window is.
Yeah.
So, let's see, I'm sorry, I'm leaning forward, guys. I wonder if I can I make that bigger? I
Make
can
what?
zoom in. If I can zoom in. Now I don't have to lean forward. I made the letters bigger. All right. A. Oh, well, that's great, Mr. New Jersey Prep. We got a new member.
I see.
Yeah, he's right up in there with Betty. We're going to have to make you moderator next time. But, yeah, I mean, if you join the channel, and you know, I mean, we don't have a lot of great perks. We can't really afford to do a whole lot, you know, extracurricular for any members on the channel. But, you know, we did make it only like $2.99. And if you want to join the channel, you want to help support us, you can. You can also go down below and buy us a cup of coffee. You know, I think it starts out at like $5. And one cup of coffee, guys, actually replaces close to 1,000 views. You know, so if you buy us a $5 cup of coffee, that's like you watched all 1,086 videos. Honestly and truly, that's how much we do make on. If you want to become a member, you can go join. There's a little button down there at the bottom, and it says join. I think it does. It better say it. Oh, if it's not on this video, go watch one of the other videos, and then the join button will be there. I probably should put a link in the description for the lives. I didn't put a whole lot of links for the description for the live, you know. But maybe I should, you know. And can we talk about something else like really quick? You know, because we're talking about the links. How do you join, or how do you do this or that and the other, right? One of the things that I want you guys to know, a lot of people look at the descriptions, and we got a whole list of different things that we list as an Amazon affiliate link. Those are not things that we're selling. Those are affiliate links, and we get like
a nickel.
If a nickel, sometimes 3 cents, 5 cents, sometimes $5 or 25 cents. But there are a couple things that are expensive, like, you know, like the canner. Tammy does a lot of canning. Okay, so if you want to get a good canner, we got a link down below for that. Betty just today told me that she doesn't have a Spurtle set yet. Betty, you've been watching us for how long now? Hold on here. You don't have a Spurtle set yet?
I'm not gonna lie, I love that Spurtle. It is beat up, it is tore up, it's probably 10 years old.
It is, but she uses this to cook everything. And I don't know how you guys find us. If you found us through, you know, our DIY videos, or maybe some of the other videos that are other than cooking, you know. But if you haven't seen Tammy's cooking, Miranda says TMI, Randy. What does that mean?
Too much information.
Oh, I'm overloading you? I'm sorry. But there's a lot of people that, you know, I mean, somebody asked me how to join, so I told them.
Go ahead.
Okay. But this Spurtle, you know, Betty, I mean, it's down in the, if you go watch the other videos, there's a set of Spurtles. Less than $20, you can get like a whole set of these. I'm sorry, but everybody, you know what? We got Mac. I don't know why we haven't seen Mac, but Mac actually, he's over in around Live Oak. You know, he's out in the deep woods of North Florida.
Yep. And
he was so impressed with Tammy's Spurtle, he ain't got no money. He went out there and he picked him up some oak wood, and he carved him up with Spurtle.
He made him.
Sent me a video.
That was awesome.
You know?
That was awesome, because that was ingenious. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, Tammy does a lot of canning. Actually, we're thinking about changing some of the titles on the canning, because Tammy's been watching these videos on canning, And it said, what are the title on every single one of them?
Oh,
We're going to war, learn how to can.
no, it's from a lady. She must be in Ukraine or somewhere around Ukraine. I mean, it's a language I have no idea. I don't understand. It's not German, so I'm not sure where she is. But anyway, her channel, she does a lot of like granny style canning, but their jars are different, and I'm really leery about using her system with our jars. And I tried looking up the jars that she uses and those lids, and to get them here into the States is definitely not worth it. And they're supposed to be single use. You see her go up under there and pop it with a knife. If I spent that much money, that thing better work 4 or 5 times minimum. You know, so I don't know, but it's good to always watch and see how other people around the world do these things. I mean, they don't have pressure canners overseas. They're like super, super, super expensive, even if they could get one. So they all just do it like Granny did it. And so I've been watching to see how they do it. And I have been collecting the Italian glass jars. I really have, because I'm going to try that. I'm going to see if that works, because the jars are beautiful. They really are. And yeah, so we're going to try that.
Yeah.
I don't know how it'll work out, but we are going to try it.
Yeah. Tammy, Angie says she loves to can. You know, and I'll just tell you, Tammy absolutely loves canning because her granny did all that. And, you know, when we moved out here, she wanted to start learning to live like, or living like her granny did.
Yeah.
And so we went back into 1940. Out
Or
in the deep
somewhere around that,
woods in North Florida.
1970.
Yeah, I don't know. You come
She
around
still
here.
went to the grocery store.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's rough and rugged as it gets right here. So, and yes, I saw whoever that was on the, you know, the plowing and the tilling. Yeah. You know, I'll go out and I'll plow and till the garden. And I don't mean to jump off here or there, but I really don't want, you know, you guys really do come up with some good suggestions. But, you know, and then what I'll do is I'll till that, I'll mow it down, till it in. And then when we go to put the plants in, I take the rabbit and the chicken manure and whatever other kind of compost we got, and I put that in the ground.
Yeah.
So that when you water the plant, it helps hold the moisture.
Right. Yeah.
We
do that.
We do have a garden. We do have a sandy soil harvest garden video that we did. And go look at it. The squash plants and all plants are just
they're absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
But we've been working at that for a long time.
Yeah.
When we first started and I didn't have all that, it was pure sand. I mean, you could just pick it up and just.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Miranda.
now you can at least. It'll fall.
I'm
like
bobbing.
Yeah. Now you're bobbing.
That's what Miranda says. She says I'm the one that's over here bobbing.
I'm trying to be good, but I normally sit here and go like this just because I can't sit still. So you'll see me scratching, moving my leg, bobbing my head. What else we got?
I don't know.
I can't see.
Yeah, well, you know, there is a time delay, guys. So, you know, if we don't like respond real quick, or if we respond, it looked like it was 100 years ago.
Oh wait.
You know, but that's Betty just made a comment that time delays on chats are wonderful.
Yeah, I think that's her.
That's Betty.
From Practically Creative.
No, that's Melissa. Oh,
It
there's
says
you're talking
Creative.
about the girl.
And she says, I preserve food the way because of war in my country. Probably, or it's real similar.
There's
That's
several
one
of
her-
those.
Yeah, there's several of them. But I do watch them because they have really good recipes. And even if I don't put them up the way that they do, I still use those recipes because they're good. And you know they're good because that's the only way they have to do it. So you know it works. What, I'm bobbing again?
No, I'm bobbing my head.
Oh, okay.
I've just actually seen what bobbing looks like.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, if guys, is there anything else that anybody'd like to say? I mean, I know a lot of you showed up late. You know, Robin. and Annette showed up. Certainly do miss. Do we have a lot of scorpions?
No.
We do have them, but they're very, not here where we're at. Okay, but I do know that there are, and they're little, and they are little things. They're not like scorpions like you find up north or out anything like that. I have seen them, okay, but I have not seen any here. And I know Tammy hasn't seen it.
No, I'm looking at him like, no, we don't have scorpions. But I mean, if he says we do, I mean, he used to do those environmental study thingies.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm
I hope
sure he knows. But
I hope you feel a lot better. You need to learn to take care of yourself and quit getting sick. Every time you turn around, you're getting sick. Lots of vitamin C and some fish oil.
some sunshine.
Sunshine. Oh yeah. You like the cold? Can't go outside and get you some vitamin D when it's snowing. Make sure you get some vitamin D. That'll supplement for the sunshine. Yeah. And I just if there's not anything urgent you guys would like us.
He wants to know if you hunt.
I love to hunt. I just wish I had somebody I could go hunting with. It's not, I used to go hunting by myself a lot when I was younger. And then, life out here, we live out in the woods. I used to escape and go hunting to be out in the woods, but I wake up out here and I see deer and bear and, raccoons. And, that was my thing. When Thanksgiving come, I shut my business down. And I spent the next 3 weeks for Christmas and New Year's before I had to get back to work. And I'd head out to the woods. I'd take a 7mm. I got a long 7mm rifle that I use. If I go out and I'm doing a lot of bush hunting, I like to use a 30-30. But I like to sit up in the trees and shoot long range. Put me up on the side of a mountain, give me some of them 6-foot deer, I'd love it. Yeah. Thanks for keeping me nice and healthy. That's what Yancey says. See, at least somebody out there is looking out after my benefit.
Bless his heart. I have put him on every diet known to man, and it makes zero difference.
Yeah, see,
Zero difference.
Henry, he's out there near Madison, and they got a couple of kinds of different scorpions. But they're not much of a problem because they're like real little and they're far and few in between. Yeah, Betty's husband, she didn't mention it right now, but he's up there. His truck caught on fire.
Right. I remember you telling me that.
Oh, and she actually thought he was going to be like out of work one time. He went up there, but I guess Victor's back on the road. It's hunting here season now, so hoping can get a moose.
Oh, that would be great. That's like a whole freezer full of food.
She's up in Canada, though. They got moose up in Canada.
Right, that's what I said. But that's like a whole freezer's worth of food.
Betty needs to move out to Alaska and buy me a plane ticket. I go out there and get me a moose.
Then how you gonna get home?
2-way ticket. But anyway, I guess that's it, guys. We are quickly getting through the peak hurricane season. We have not been.
We had that one little spurt.
We had that one little spurt. It's not over yet. We got till December 1st, but I'm hoping that we'll get. Betty says they got moose in North Dakota.
Oh wow!
What is got moose up here? She's still saying it. Well, you want me to shut up? Okay. We do say and a lot. It's kind of like that's our nature. Don't talk. Oh, what she was saying is don't talk about hurricane season. She's down there in Okeechobee.
Oh mercy!
You know,
Yeah.
but you know what I hate about these hurricanes is you never know, because they come down, they come up around Cuba, and they come up and they swing around and hang right. You know, it's either Texas or staring down right down our throat.
And the thing about Florida is, you know, we're really narrow. I mean, it's really not that far. It's like what, 100 and something miles across. So if it comes from the Atlantic or it comes up through the Gulf, either way, if it's big enough, it's
and then poor people over in
everybody will feel it.
Steinhatchee and Cedar Key over there, they
really got hit.
They get hammered all the time. Taylor County, Perry, you know, because what it is it comes up and the resistance gradually closes, and guess where they are? Right there where the least amount of resistance is for the storm.
That was Steinhatchee's first hurricane.
They got
many.
They got freaking nailed in this last year twice.
Right, but before that they hadn't been hit very hard at all.
Yeah. So
everybody gets a turn.
We were from Perry. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you told me Victor didn't want to go back to Florida because he didn't want to move in a camper out there, and you know, because y'all was in Perry and he didn't want to have to deal with the hurricanes. I remember that. So, well, guys, if there is anything else.
Yep. Otherwise, we're gonna go have dinner.
Yeah. What do we got for dinner, Tammy? Tammy got the crock pot going a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I put the crock pot on today so we could do the live, and I wouldn't be cooking at 10 o'clock tonight. Yeah.
Right. And it's done. But what are we having? What are we having?
We're having my onion soup mix, pork chops in the crock pot with potatoes and onions.
Pork chops or it's pork
carrots.
chops?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got, love that stuff.
Yeah, it's really,
onion
really
soup
good.
mix. We got a video on that in case you guys want to see it. Just saying.
Yeah, that homemade soup mix is, I mean, it is way, way better than Lipton's.
Yeah.
I promise. I promise. I wouldn't lie to you. I used Lipton's for years. Figured out I didn't like what they were putting in Lipton's, so I found a Lipton's, and I've been using it ever since. Or, you know, a mock Lipton's that I make myself. I've been using it ever since.
Yeah, we try to make all our own seasoning. I got my own barbecue recipe. I got my own butt rub recipe. You know, I got marinade recipe.
Yeah, if I can't find it clean, I make it myself.
You know, and Tammy's got her. You know, we each come up with it. You know, because when it comes time to use something, I say, "Hold on, baby." And so we got the Tex-Mex. You know, because Tammy loves Mexican food.
I do.
And
he doesn't. He's not a big fan, but
well, she's tweaked. You know, a lot of times it depends on how it tastes, but she's tweaked the seasonings a little bit, and it's getting better. What else did you have up there? Oh, your onion soup mix and the. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot to explore. You know, in those videos on the channels, and if you know, a lot of times, and the people folks you know that are around. Do I plan on selling the barbecue rub? I don't know. I made a video on it. It's not like rocket science, and it's not like it's a secret recipe. So
yeah, it's not a secret recipe anymore. It's online. So
yeah, I taste soap with cilantro. I don't like cilantro. I don't like,
and I don't use it.
No, and she doesn't use that. But
well, and I take that back. In some recipes, I will use, you know, a quarter teaspoon, half teaspoon, because I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Angie says she bought all the cookbooks you suggested.
oh, you did? Awesome.
Yeah.
Even the really old ones, you found them?
Yeah. If she's got Annette. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Annette brought. I want to tell a story about Annette right there. All right. So I did a video on cooking ribs. On a skillet. I mean, an electric skillet. And I wrapped it up in tin foil. And then I cooked it for a couple hours. And I had sprinkled a butt rub recipe on there. Annette went and made the butt rub recipe. And then she goes and she puts it in the closet. And her daughter comes over and visits with her. And she goes, "Mom, what you doing with Randy's butt rub?" I bet you didn't think I remember that. So anyway, I thought that was hilarious, you know. But yeah, we do got a lot. There's a lot. And if you guys need anything, leave a comment. And I usually know what video it's attached to. And I do put video links in the replies. That way you ain't got to hunt it up.
Right.
Okay. And of course, y'all been around, you know that, yeah, that was too funny. And that I got a kick out of that. You know, a lot of the other videos we were learning camera, sound, lighting. Don't hold none of that against us.
Yeah, we're getting better.
You know, and
we're just professional.
We're not professional by any means. I don't claim to be. You know, and somebody said you need to learn how to edit your videos, and I'm going like, you know, I think
we'll get there.
I'll get there. Are you going to sign up to be the marketing agent? Oh, ProCal. She's talking to somebody else. Why? Can you patent my barbecue sauce and my butt rub? If you can, well, let's make that recipe and, just, give 60-40 split. I don't care. You can take it. All right. Let's see. Writing it down so a lot of times what I do, we had several members, and what I would do, Betty, you make a good point there in the comments, and I knew you guys are reading that possibly. I'll take a recipe, and Betty's been the only one there lately, so I haven't bothered with it. But I'll get the recipe printed, and then I'll post it in the comments in the members section, and
we just don't put it below the video because that kind of defeats the purpose. Because a lot of people just
they go in, they take your recipe, they steal it from the bottom, and then they don't even watch the video.
And then they'll leave you an ugly comment that it wasn't good. Well, you don't know if it was good or not because you didn't watch to see what I did or how I did it to get it to taste like I did. I don't.
And then, if I post it in the members area, it takes up my time and effort. And I'm going, golly, guys, we need to make a little bit here. I mean, we're getting like 0.007 of a cent per view. I know, TMI, right?
Yeah, TMI.
So let's see. We ate the Creole etouffee. Oh, did you? How did you like the etouffee? I mean, it could probably use a little tweaking. Maybe some salt, maybe some butter. Well,
there wasn't anything I didn't. Whatever.
Well, of course. Now I am more of a flavor guy. Tammy is less of a flavor. I'm a salty butter kind of guy.
Yes. Okay. I'll agree with that.
But yet my blood tests come back with low sodium levels. Go figure. And then Tammy, she doesn't like it. She says I cook with butter. That's all she wants. I want it on.
Yeah, so I put butter in it, and then he puts butter on it.
Yeah, like if she makes me a beef stew, I'll take a tablespoon of butter,
anyway,
plop it right on top.
Did she say if she liked it?
Oh yeah, she said it was so good.
Oh yeah,
so good. So you guys go down there and see that. She said so good.
Okay.
4 exclamation points.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
we like it.
Well, usually don't put anything else out unless it's good. We got
try not to. I mean, I know everybody's taste is different, and you might try something and go, "Oh, I didn't like that."
But don't forget to add salt and butter and some peppercorn to the top of it. That makes everything better. Tammy's got it. Tammy's got a little shrimp gumbo down in there. You can go find that, Angie, if you want to. I grew up in New Mexico and grew up with Indonesia good. Yeah, Tammy loves, she does. Tammy loves the Creole. Or not, what is that stuff that you use, that Thai food?
I love curry.
Curry, that's what it's called.
I love curry. It doesn't have to be an Indian dish for you to put curry in it, but I really like curry. He's not the biggest fan. He will eat it, and he doesn't fuss too much, but some things are really good, and he really enjoys it.
It gets cooked different. It gets cooked different every time because it's what's left over and what you got. So if you got the good stuff, then it tastes really good. But if you like throwing some limp celery or something in there, it might not taste as good.
Yeah, something like that.
So anyway, hubby buys curry for himself. Oh, it's too much. You can do it in moderation now. Loves Tammy's cornbread. Oh yeah, that cornbread's real good.
I'm telling you, that is my granny's cornbread, and I love it. Anybody, I'll put my cornbread up against anybody's. I promise.
Yep,
you.
5-star, guys. Tammy, when she did her video, she kind of threw me under the bus, saying I only like Jiffy, right?
He did. He used to only want Jiffy.
Just because my mom made Jiffy while I was growing up, it don't matter. Okay, but I love Tammy's cornbread. You seen the butter I put on that in the video?
Yeah, he'll slather it too.
Yep, and that hot water cornbread she did in the, what video was that?
Night before last.
Night before last.
Last night.
Oh, I know my sausage, I know my bean and sausage soup is good. And so is the hot water cornbread. And that was really good. You know, if you kind of make it a little thick and bring it out about like that and then throw another tablespoon of butter on it. I know.
Yeah, a whole tablespoon of butter on it.
I accidentally did it. Okay, I got called out on that one. Max said, Randy, why don't you put another piece of cornbread with your butter? You know, so anyway. You know, I think we're all foodies. I think, you know what a foodie is, right?
Yes, I know what a foodie is.
What is a foodie?
Somebody who likes food. And
Okay. But anyway, all right.
Likes different foods. That's a foodie.
Swamp vegetable, crayfish, crawfish, yeah.
Oh man, crawfish are really hard to get here.
Yeah,
they really
are. There's a guy. There's a few folks that, bring crawfish over here, and then they set up on the sides of the road and sell it. But no.
But they're there.
Wait, now, no, whoa! I have to take that back because I got crawfish over there at Little Lake Ellen.
Yeah, but they're not as good.
Probably not. I mean, they ain't like,
They're definitely not Louisiana crawfish.
No. Well, you can't catch a crawfish in Florida.
Louisiana crawfish into the lake by his house and then left them to let them grow, but there's not very much out there.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's got to get to the right spot. The catfish will eat them all too.
Right. So. I doubt there's much out there.
Yep. So I guess we are still streaming. The phone hasn't shut down. Hey, how about it? Did it go good, guys? Did we buffer too much?
Do I make swamp cabbage? No. But I do have a recipe for swamp cabbage.
We got swamp cabbage right out here in the woods right next to us.
Yeah, we do, but I've never tried to dig. Have you ever tried to dig one of those up? I tried to dig one. It was only this tall, and I tried to dig it, and I dug that deep, and I still didn't dig it out. And I got tired of digging. So I'm not real sure.
Yeah. I think I got the settings just enough to where, we're not buffering for a lot of you guys. And thank you so much for letting me know. What were you talking about real quick? Because I had something I wanted to say about
swamp cabbage.
The swamp cabbage. We have a viewer, and we actually talked. And, if you guys hang out and you be a member a little while and send us an email, we usually do have exchange phone numbers and kind of conversate a little bit. We've got a friend that watches our channel. He is a true off-grid prepper guy. He went through the same thing that I did back in 2008 and 2010, and he ended up getting divorced, and he lost everything. His home, his wife, everything. I guess she was a little bit more
towny,
materialistically attached to whatever lifestyle they had. And anyway, so he was really upset and he was depressed, and he actually went out to the woods. He told us, on speakerphone, Tammy heard him. He told us that he went out to the woods to die. That's what he did. after about 2 or 3 weeks, he figured out he was real hungry.
He was hungry and didn't want to die.
So he went out. He was on a piece of property that, you know, he had gotten from his parents from like way back when, and he's probably about 51 or so right now. But he went out to the woods, and I keep looking over that way because, you know, the woods where swamp cabbage I see on a regular basis is right over there. Yeah. But he ended up yanking a swamp cabbage out of the ground and eating that as a matter of survival.
Yeah.
You know, so he's been 10 years now.
Yeah, but you need some good fellas to dig those things up. I'm telling you. I dug and I dug and I dug and I gave up. I said, hey, Randy, if you want me to make swamp cabbage, you're going to go dig that thing out because I can't find the bottom.
Yeah, well, I would imagine he was hungry enough. It didn't matter what it took to get that swamp cabbage out the ground. So anyway, guys, if you like this, you know, this format, well, you know, we are, you know, the videos that we did before, I kind of coined them, you know, another day in the deep woods of North Florida. And we usually get, you know, quite a number of views on those. So we might still continue because, you know, that's like 1,500, 2,000 views. You know, I don't know how many views we're going to get to the chat, but of course, you know, we want to reach out. We want to get as many, you know, folks together that are kind of like-minded and can share. You know, so we've got, you know, and subscribers, you know, not really worried about subscribers. I'm just worried about views. Is that okay? Can I bob my head on that one and say, yeah. And I put a lot of work into trying to edit the videos to make them more entertaining and informative, you know, and there are underlying messages that you'll see, you know, throughout the videos and comments that we make while we're recording that will kind of let us know or let you know what, you know, what page we're on. So, you know, it's like Tammy, you know, she wants to get into the medicinal stuff, but we can't do no videos on that. Kind of this guy comes up and he says, you know, they took his videos down. He couldn't do anything that was, you know, related to medicinal because
they couldn't be monetized.
They couldn't be monetized.
Demonetize you if you talk about it.
You know, and then Candace Owens just the other day, she got booted for a week. And they demonetized her. She can no longer get any kind of monetization out of YouTube. She can put videos up, but that's it. Tammy, flavored teas. Yes, we got Melissa. We got our Florida cranberry that we're growing out there, and I just was looking at them, and they are full, and they have lots of leaves. And we're going to make. Tammy is supposed to be making me my Florida cranberry tea. Okay, because when I'm sorry, I'm hitting that, and you guys probably heard it. Because the Florida cranberry, I mean, you can eat the leaves outright.
Right.
Okay, and then you can take and you can boil the teas. Antioxidants, good for blood pressure, heart, anything that has to do with your heart, anything, you know, that you need to clean your system out. When Tammy read me, you go in and Google it, guys, you know, Florida cranberry and what it does.
Or Roselle, you can type it in as Roselle. And
Tammy's also got, didn't we do a video on your
I did a jam.
The jam.
I did the jam.
Same stuff. Except it's got sugar in it.
Except it's full of sugar.
But it's
good. Really, really, really good on a bagel, though, let me tell you.
I mean, flavored teas and mentioned their alleged benefits.
And the gentleman at the feed store, he has like on every third Saturday, you can take stuff up there and sell it. And I had taken bags of Roselle that I had already cleaned and they were ready to go, and I had frozen and then took them up. And Mr. Mike bought them all. He put them in smoothies for his wife in the morning. He's like, she loves it. She loves it. You know? Oh, yeah.
That's when you took them up there to...
Uh-huh. And for a while after that, I traded out my feed for the Roselles.
Yeah.
You know?
We took chickens up there, too.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna have no chickens this last year. We got to get an incubator.
Yeah.
As soon as we can get an incubator, I'm hoping we can get one before springtime comes and we can start loading it up. So anyway, Angie, Randy, so glad that you You're a fan now.
Yeah.
So you're committed. Don't
I'm
go.
not a fan, you're family.
No, welcome to fan. Well, I didn't know what else to call the membership. It's just a fan membership. You know, that's what it was. You know, you can have different levels.
Oh.
You know.
Okay.
But so Angie and Randy, welcome to the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roselle. Yep.
It won't be long. I mean, I did do the jam, but I will show you how to make like a really cool syrup and how to make tea. And we can dehydrate some, but that's pretty self-explanatory.
I'm sorry I'm pointing, but you know, I'm pointing at your names up there. And Melissa wants, doing flavored teas and mention, instead of like trying to do medicine kind of videos, make the teas and then mention their alleged benefits. And, and then don't compare that to, you know, medical practices in a hospital.
Yeah, maybe
I think what it was is that guy was actually denouncing the medicine in the hospitals and then promoting his stuff. And so
it wasn't his stuff. He was just going out in the woods showing you what it looked like, bringing it back to his kitchen, showing you how to make the tincture, elixir.
No, we're not talking about the same guy. Did you see that video of that one fella where he said they took it down? He had a video come out, took it down. You know, we get suggested videos just like you guys do. And this guy, you know, was talking, he does a lot of medicine and medicinal kind of stuff. And he said they took it down and they nailed him. And they took more than one down and they demonetized the video.
Oh, I don't know anything
But she don't know. She doesn't know about that because she has her phone. I have my phone.
I'm on YouTube.
Yeah. No, she has her own algorithmic suggestions that she does. So anyway, yeah, Melissa, I kind of caught that, and I'm glad that you brought that up because we can do that. Let's see. Yeah, she says a lot of channels make smoothies with different things. Mention it in passing.
Right.
You know, so there's a lot of things we can mention in passing.
Yeah.
And get away with, right? But I don't, you know, we're just, you know, two old people out in the middle of the woods trying to make our way through this life of ups and downs, you know? And, you know, guys, if you think living out in the deep woods is rough, you think there's a lot of bugs, there is.
There is. You can watch me. You see me doing it. I am scratching, itching all over. It's time to go inside.
Yeah, Tammy's ready to go. I've been trying to kind of resolve it, but she just gets on a roll and I can't, you know, and if she actually has something she wants to say or she wants to express herself, I'm going to let her do it. Okay? Because it's hard enough getting her to express herself. So, Ozarks. Oh, God, that sounds so cool.
What?
Ozarks.
Oh, I know.
Isn't that where the big trees are? No?
Well, I'm sure they have.
Ozarks, they're up in like Oregon, right? Isn't that where they got all the...
No, Ozarks is like Missouri.
Oh, that's right. That's where Yellowstone, that's where they did that show, Yellowstone. They lived in, aren't they in Missouri?
No.
Oh, they're in Wisconsin.
No.
Where are they at?
They were in, oh shoot, now you were, Montana.
Oh, yeah. Well, anywhere up that way in that kind of country, that's kind of stuff that, you know, that I like. And yeah, it is. And it weighs heavy on
Missouri and Arkansas.
The big trees are in California. What kind of trees?
The redwoods, honey.
Oh, they had the redwoods. I thought you was talking about those other ones.
What other? Oh my goodness.
Their trees grow like weeds out there, from what I understand.
Our trees grow like weeds.
Yeah, not here.
Oh yeah, everything's brushy. We have shrubby trees.
Uh-oh, we have another We have a late entry hunting. We have Pat Waters. She is from North Florida also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've seen several of the videos. This is my first live. I am hooked on your channel. This is actually the first live.
The first live. We did one.
We did one last
really
week.
Doesn't work.
It was, well, it buffered, and I learned a lot over the last week. And well, I learned a lot, and so we're having a successful live this time. Yeah, you missed great conversation on the last video, and if it actually would have turned out halfway decent, YouTube kind of chopped it up because of the buffering and nothing was coherent, so I deleted it.
It didn't make sense.
So I just deleted the video. Psycho Billy, also known as Chuck. Hey y'all. Hey Chuck. Psycho Billy, East Texas. I love what Texas stands for. Psycho Billy, you live in Texas? Ooh. Well, that's what he's calling himself, and he lives in Texas.
See that?
East Texas here. Yeah, we got a lot of videos. I'm just going to explain this real quick. What we do, our videos is about our life and what we do. Okay, and it's what we can get done, and we'll do videos when we can do them.
Yeah.
Tammy's cooking videos.
Those are easy because I'm really cooking dinner. So
yeah, she's ready, and we eat
it. Yeah, it's not a stretch for him to film what we're having for dinner.
It is when she's hangry. I'll tell you what, when she goes off that hangry mode, I said, I'm headed to the camper. I said, when you calm down, we'll do a video. Yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, Betty, I was actually thinking about that. If you guys want to send us postcards or anything like that, we do have a snail mail address. It takes us about 20-30 minutes to get to the mailbox. But I mean, if we check it about every 2-3 weeks, because it's snail mail, and we really don't have a lot of bills. Everything we have for bills, I pay, via the cell phone, right? And so we don't expect a lot of mail, and anything that we order and get delivered, it better come here. Yeah, because I don't want to go get it. Right. Let's see here. Psycho Billy kind of retired from second. Yeah, I'm just worried. Everybody. The one thing I noticed, since we actually live out here, is we don't get sick.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean, if I see another human being, it's once a month, and I don't breathe in the air that they're transferring. When my kids say, oh, boys brought COVID home, I say, you ain't bringing them out here. So we hold off on that.
Well, that's what he says.
That's what I say.
What I say is, if you need me, I'm coming because I'm healthy enough to take it. Okay?
Yeah, I'll fight her on that. That ain't happened yet. We did go over there for a birthday party. Was it birthday? Oh yeah, her birthday.
Yeah, it was my birthday.
It was her birthday. She turned 60 on September 4th. I wonder if I can. Hold on here, guys. I might want to try to show you something, but I might not. Okay. No, I was going to show you her the picture of her and her birthday. But we did go over there. It was about 2 weeks after the incident, so I allowed her to railroad me into going over there. I don't like to go anywhere. I like to stay out here. So, what else we got going on?
That's it.
Well, we were trying to talk about what we were going to be doing that we can make videos out of.
No, we were gonna say bye.
I've been trying to say bye, but you're the one that keeps starting on something or so. No, Psycho Billy, he just shows up, and you just want to throw him under the bus and say goodbye.
No, but we come back next week.
We'll be back next week, guys. You guys want us to come back next week? If y'all show up, And yeah, you want to listen to some more of this crap, we'll come back and then we'll hang out. Oh, I do have kind of like plans on a lot of other different things that we can do to kind of interact, maybe some trivia, some homesteading trivia, some garden trivia or some cooking trivia, something that we can all have fun with. So we're done. We're out. Y'all have a great night. Go ahead, Tammy. Say it. Say
it. Like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. We'll see you in the next video.
She goes like this.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. All right, you guys take care. I'm going to click on this button. Okay. We'll see you live. Is this a good time for you guys? We got a lot more activity this time than we did the last time, so maybe it is, or maybe during the week. Send me a message. Bye.